Hey all, Ben here. I just wanted to say for this review of Pearl, there was an issue with the video quality. I don't know what happened when I downloaded the video when it was all done. It was 144p. I don't know what the heck happened. I don't know why. It was 1080 when I was recording it. Something clearly happened. I couldn't go back. I couldn't fix it. I tried everything. But to be honest, my review of Pearl I thought was really good, and I didn't want to go back because I just thought that was about as good of a take as I could do. I didn't want to fake it, so there's going to be no video component to this review, so I do apologize for that. Please enjoy my review of Ty West Pearl starring Mia Goth starting right now. Hello all, thank you for watching. My name is Ben Friedman here from the Beniverse, and welcome to my review of the movie Pearl, which is, as I've already stated, directed by Ty West and starring Mia Goth. This follows the character of Pearl. She is a young woman living in a farm in the 1918. Her family is very abusive towards her, and all she dreams of is becoming a dancer and leaving her farm to go and pursue her dreams of becoming the biggest star in the world. That does not quite work out for her favor, and to the detriment of everyone else around her. This, like its predecessor, X, is a film that is such a throwback horror to some of the earlier works of Carpenter, to Wes Craven, even further back with this one even having some tonal familiarity with Hitchcock, and you could even say some of the early 1930s Universal monster movies. This is a film that works so well because it understands how to use the character Mia Goth plays. Let me just say right now, Mia Goth is fantastic in the role of Pearl. This is an even better performance than she gives in the movie X, which I thought she was really good in that movie too. This character is so disconcerting throughout the runtime. You're just so left in awe of her performance. There's a few scenes in there where they really just let Mia Goth act, and it's pretty breathtaking to watch. Specifically, the final shot of the film that fully kind of captures the character of Mia Goth is one that is just burned into my memory. It will never escape. It's one of the best final shots I've ever seen in a horror film. What I like so much about Pearl is that it understands what the film is. This is a film that understands that it is kind of a retro throwback. It has a lot of style. It's very much centered around the performance of Mia Goth. It doesn't try to be anything else than it is. It is very much just telling how the character that we saw in X, who's a crazy murderer, how she became that way. And in this case, the movie is very successful. The aspect of the movie that most impressed me while watching it, besides Mia Goth, is the direction from Ty West. What Ty West has to do in this movie is pretty incredible because he has the set from the first movie X that, we see that house in the 1970s. We see how disheveled it is, and he has to take that house, film it in Technicolor in the 1917. So using the same setting that the film is shot in for both films, and then just brighten it up and make it look more lively. You can tell it's the exact same house. It's the same setup that the previous film had, but that Pearl makes it look of that time period. And it's a pretty incredible thing to watch. This film is just absolutely beautiful. It not only pays respect to the previous work that Ty West did with the film X, but it also then takes it even further and pays homage to just certain films of that era. Specifically, there is a lot of references to The Wizard of Oz. One scene in particular is a very dark take involving a scarecrow that is very much shot to look like a scene from The Wizard of Oz. This film is wickedly dark and it's wickedly funny. I could not believe how often I found myself laughing at it. It's very much a dark comedy at times. But yeah, this film, you're going to want to check it out. I think it's one of the best horror films to come out in a while. My one criticism that I would give this movie, if I had to really find a criticism, there is some writing conventions within this film that I think go on either too self-indulgent, or you could even say bad writing. There's one scene in particular that has been much praised about online involving Mia Goth giving this 6-minute monologue. It's a really good scene in terms of acting, the writing goes on a little bit too long, and it leads to this really funny comedic beat, but it does just overstay its welcome. And that is some of the film. The first half of the film can really feel like it is overstaying its welcome, and it just doesn't fully click, and it has trouble engaging me as quick as X did. But once this film hooks me in, I'm hooked in throughout the entire runtime. It's an insane film. It's a really fun film. And I think when it's all said and done, we could be having another classic trilogy of horror films, maybe reminiscent of The Evil Dead or other trilogies like that, where there are just really fun horror movies to watch during this season. So anyway, that's my review of Pearl. I quite like this movie. There is a lot to admire it. I didn't find it to be quite as much fun as I had with the movie X. I think X was really exceptional, and I think the 1970s aesthetic of the movie just made for a more fun, campy, just tonally aware movie. Where Pearl, it kind of loses this it factor at times, where it's just like it doesn't feel as cool and sexy as the 1970s. But besides that, and that's a small nitty gritty detail of the movie, I think it's a really well done horror film. I had a lot of fun with it, and you gotta just watch this movie for Mia Goth alone. So on a scale of 4 stars, I am giving Pearl 3 out of 4 stars. Thank you for watching this video, and if you liked this review, help me get to 100 subscribers and subscribe. I'm really close, guys. I'm really appreciating all the support. Make sure you check out Beniverse_media on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, wherever you can find me, and hit me up and let me know what you thought of the movie Pearl. Thank you all for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.